Oh, y'all, guess what? Guess what time it is? Yesterday was my man D's birthday. How old are you, D?
7.
7. Everybody wish D a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That's what's up. 7. Oh my God. Well, today we're doing Power. You know that show, right?
Yep.
Something happens.
Yeah, something definitely happened. Something. Well, welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we're reviewing Power season. What season is this? Season
a lot
3.
of them.
Season 3, episode 3, 4.
4.
Anyway, I guess I should have. Yes, it's season 3, episode 4. I probably should look, but
No,
anyway, before we get started, D, what you gonna tell them?
Smash that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
That's what's up. Peace, you hanging around for the review or? All right, y'all. Power. Did you hate this one? I did not hate this one. I like this one.
I hate everyone.
She hates this show, but you know. Anyway, the office is buzzing. Things are moving. Numbers numbering. Stocks doing stock shit. And apparently, the Coca-Hina coffee, the sales are off the charts. Like, you know. They're doing so much, I guess it's hard to keep up with. And Effie is over here running a full-blown operation. Where is this warehouse at? What is happening at coffee headquarters? I'm confused.
Look here. And these y'all people that be running these big major companies and they all high on cocaine.
Well,
I wonder why the banks and stuff is shutting down and all this stuff is going on.
I remember back in the day, the people down to the GM used to be under the influence.
Don't do that. Don't do them. That's different. That's why your cars weren't working.
Right.
That's why we got a recall.
You can't blame them for that now. At least you could go get your shit fixed. These days, it's a whole computer and you don't know what's happening. I am very uncomfortable. Maybe it's just because I'm, old. But I'm really uncomfortable with Bitcoin and all of that stuff. And I've been hearing some buzzes about our cash becoming.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. They trying to make it that. Yeah. I was gonna get into it. And then I be hearing that my friends, and they be like, oh, I'm up. I'm like the 40 million. And then I'm not 40 million, like 40,000. Then next thing they lose it all. You know what I'm saying? They crash.
I mean, it would be the same thing as stocks. I don't know. I like my money under the mattress, like my grandma.
I be like 10,000. Cash me out. Cash me out.
I can go back in. I'll take part of that 10, reinvest it, but we're gonna be handling some business. I'm not gonna sit there and look at 40,000 and wait on something else to happen. Anyway. That's way off subject. Where are the cops? Why are these kids running a whole warehouse operation? And the cops are nowhere to be around. Apparently, some of the boys down there to the coffee assembly line don't know what the portions are supposed to be. So Effie had to go down there and straighten them out, make sure they're getting 2 sugars with their situation because we don't want to short the customers.
Right.
In the meantime, the Tejada family is walking down the street together. Aren't they so... Their energy is just so menacing. It's like if I saw this dark cloud.
Oh, lovely family.
No, that's not what we're thinking. I would be like, let's go across the street because they look like some shit might pop off if I stand too close to them. Anyway, they're walking down the street. Monet is blindfolded. She doesn't even seem like the fun kind of girl that would even go for the whole blindfolded thing. So she's giving them the energy that you would expect her to. She's irritated as hell, wants to know where y'all taking me and what are y'all doing? So they get to the spot, they remove the blindfold, and there's a whole mural of Zeke down to the bar.
Let them do that.
Well, I didn't know where they were, but I guess it was down to the bar where they own the building. Because, right after everything popped off, they went in the bar. I didn't know where they were, so I'm guessing it was
they built.
Yeah.
Because I don't think nobody else in the city wants Zeke ass on the
Why
side
do
of
we
the
want
building.
Zeke? What did he do besides go to college?
Exactly.
I mean, my kids did that, so well, at least one of them did. Diana shows up to the unveiling late, and Monet is looking at her all irritated, but before she can step off in Diana's ass, she look up and see Whitman over there coming to harass him. He's really super annoying.
He is. He is.
I just, what kind of human, like, can you at least like be like, you know what? I guess not. It don't
y'all
matter.
watch the whole reveal, so you know what's a
You know what's
special
going on.
time.
Like,
He didn't care.
anyway.
He was like, gotcha, bitch.
Right, pretty much. I'm gonna dig it in a little bit deeper just to make you more agitated. To how does don't make me do something I'm gonna regret, and the police is like, sit your ass down, don't make me do something you're gonna regret. And he just getting bitched everywhere he go. Everywhere Tejada goes, somebody bitch boys him right back in the corner. So
He was supposed to have been so tough and so scary when we first met him. What happened?
I'm ready for him to go. I feel like Monet, we need to come up with a plan, but I'll get to that. After him being annoying enough, you know, the boys are like, get the hell out of here before we have to, you know, get it done. And I think, you know, he realizes that some people don't have nothing to do, so he should probably go and go. He's not doing anything. He's not even an official because he's on a suspension.
Suspension,
So
right. He ain't even supposed to be there.
he's not
And
even
they know
supposed
it.
to be there. So Monet is like, they're like, why didn't you tell me this was happening? Don't worry about it. I got Davis on it. But let's have a family meeting so we could discuss things. So that's when they went inside the bar. Not so fast, Miss Diana. Not you. Ain't nobody asked you to come here, and you are not part of the family. So go
Dang,
back
you
to
can't go
school.
to
Ain't
the
that what
family
you wanted to do?
meeting.
I mean,
She was standing there with the gift in her hand and everything, looking pitiful.
I feel bad for Diana. Like, damn, Monet, like you're her
don't.
mother. Come on. That's her mother.
I don't. And it's probably just because she's 40. We're the same age.
I looked it up. Diana's 25.
I looked it up too. I had to know. It was driving me crazy. Lies.
She's not 40.
Lies. That girl's a 70s girl.
Diana,
Lies.
that's what she said. That's not what I said.
Well, dog years.
Why does everybody in that family think they're in charge? They get in the bar, Monet starts barking out orders and nobody's budging. Nobody's listening to her. Bitch boy Tejada standing in the corner waiting to be told what to do. Drew is irritated. And Kane is running things. Kane's in charge. Kane is telling people what's going to happen. And Monet is looking like, what just happened here? He's the dumb one. He's the last. We're supposed to tell him to shut up.
That's what we do. What are we doing?
What are we doing here?
We're always shut up. Go home, Roger. That's you.
Ooh, not Roger. We don't want to talk about him anymore. I ain't gonna be able to watch Sister. Drew is like, I don't know, something's up because they've been acting like this for a minute, but you know, so Kane and Tejada Daddy, they got some business to take care of. They are on the clock and they gotta roll out. Drew and Monet are looking at each other like, so what just happened here? Because Monet's like, I thought I was in charge. No, you've been depressed for a minute and the power, you know, has shifted.
Right.
Sax and his girlfriend are down to the restaurant or bar, wherever they always be meeting up at, arguing over who gonna do what for who. You supposed to be doing this for me, and you supposed to be doing that for me, and
they're all like, Kiki, do you love me?
well, I think no, Kiki doesn't love you. Kiki doesn't even really like you that much, and her phones keep ringing and making people uncomfortable. Now, I did not know that the plan was, well, I guess, you know, she's still mad at Davis for blowing her up at the last court case. So they want him tied into the RICO hearing. Oh, the RICO case, because, you know, she's still mad. And he showed her this picture of Tariq and Monet and Davis in the office, and I was like, why is that suspicious? He's their lawyer, so don't they, were all their names mentioned during that case? I feel like this is not evidence, though, Sachs. This is just a photo of Davis in his office with his a lot of lawyers have criminals as their clients. Ask Phaedra. She was down to the parking lot taking cash payments from her clients back in the day.
Oh, you just threw Phaedra on the bus.
Showed it on the TV. I saw it on a Bravo station.
I seen that over there with Bobby and Whitney, but
Those are different. So Sachs is all paranoid about his girl. She stepped out to take a phone call. While she's on a phone call, her other phone rang, and here he go again. He taking pictures of the number on the phone. Why do these people, like Davis got his burners like sitting? Why would you leave your phone and your purse? She didn't even close it. Like, at least make
that important.
That important. You put it in your pocket. I just have all my phones on my joint. I'm not gonna leave it there with him. And she didn't even make the attempt to zip her bag. Like, you could have made it a little bit hard for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you just left it sitting there on top for him to just get a quick snap of. You mean to tell me this nigga bought a Porsche? That's what we doing to Tariq.
He ain't trying to give him back because BMF was over there talking about this dude walking. Now all of a sudden he got a ride.
Talking. They wasn't the only ones talking. We been said something.
Yeah, but after they said it, this dude pop up with a Porsche trying to stunt.
Well, now you look stupid. That's not inconspicuous at all. Right. I mean,
that doesn't go with the story.
You couldn't go down to the thing and get a Tahoe or something.
Oh my
Ain't that
goodness.
what Kane be riding around in? He's not riding.
That's what I would want anyway.
Something big and luxurious.
Yeah.
No, he wants to be a child in a Porsche. You're never going to get pulled over in that, Tariq. Good job. How much does this internship pay where he can go get a Porsche? Like, is he going to be able to answer any of those questions when they take him down to the courthouse?
Child. He got a loan against his money, I guess. I don't know what happened.
Well, everyone, Tariq is no longer walking. He got a ride. There you go. I guess it won't be inconspicuous enough to show up to any crime scenes or any of that stuff that you do driving around in a Porsche. But hey, I'm just here for the review. I don't know who wrote this. The gang meets up at the warehouse. Kane pulls Effie to the side because he wanted to thank her for, doing that job on Lauren, because he knows that, what's his name? Braden didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Effie was supposed to be street. Now you just gonna start confessing that quickly? Like, I would never want Kane to have nothing over me, especially as bad as he likes you and hates Tariq. It just seems like, I would have never copped to that. I would have been like,
I'd be like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. What is you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Why would I know anything about that? The girl was killed in the car accident.
And if you think Braden didn't do it, you should ask him who he got to do it, because it wasn't me. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But no, she's confessing, and we'll see how that all pans out. Wakanda's happy. They got their money. They're here for the re-up. I don't know if I'll call Wakanda happy. I don't know if happy is really the word that I would use to describe him, but he's not happy, but he did get his money. So it's time to re-up. They open the crate on top of the regular consignment. They got some pow-pows laying up there. What are we supposed to do with that? That's not what we do. Where do you even go to get rid of pow-pows?
We don't do that.
You can't bring them down to the office, and you can't put them in the coffee cup. So what are we going to do with this?
We don't do that.
Anyway, Wakanda said, y'all said you could replace Mecca. This is what Mecca did. So I'm going to need you to, fall in line, find somewhere for these things to go because it's part of the package and it probably won't be the last time. So now on top of everything they got going on, they're going to need to find an arms dealer because apparently they're dealing arms. Effie going to confront Brayden about telling Kane about, who really took out Lauren allegedly. And Brayden is like, I didn't say nothing. He pressed me, but I didn't give up nothing. I held it down. So I don't know where he got it from. Well, Brayden, he got it from her. She sat up there and answered all the questions. And don't get her on the stand because everybody going to jail. Sure. And your favorite part of the episodes? Class.
No, I didn't mind this one.
I knew you were going to say that. I
didn't mind this one.
They did the privilege experiment.
Yep. Girl, I was like, oh, I keep stepping back and shit.
I would have been in the back of the thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Did you get the question?
Huh?
Did you get the questions?
The questions that she asked?
Yeah.
Nah.
I think the one that I like, your ass ain't get the damn question. Now you got one that other shit that I can't stand.
She asked questions like,
we were supposed to step forward and step back, and then your ass ain't get the damn question.
Well, we both in the back. Well, I mean, you probably closer than I am because they ask questions like, do you grow up in a 2-parent household? Have you ever got a trust fund? Bottom line is the Black women were the farthest in the back of the class.
Some shit.
That's what Keisha said when she found her. Some bullshit. I don't like this exercise. Of course, Effie ends up in the back of the class because she has no privilege in her life. Even the white woman was behind the men. So even though she was in front of the class, she was not in the front of the line. So Black man trumps white woman in business because who was at the front of the line? 2 white boys and Tariq. I want Tariq to stop acting like everything that Ghost didn't put you at an advantage. Everything reason why you're standing in the front of the line is because of all the stuff that Ghost did for you, like sending you to private school and making sure that you were aligned with these children of privilege. That's why you even get to go here. That's why you have a trust fund. Who got that?
I'm still looking for mine. I'm gonna ask my daddy, where is my trust fund? I'm gonna call him when we get off of here.
Yeah, he gonna laugh. I can hear it already out loud. I can already hear it.
He wouldn't even give me braces. I'm still asking that question.
I mean, I had to get my own braces.
It don't matter when you got 2 parents that work for GM. Don't get me started. But
I had one parent that worked for GM, but I didn't get braces. She didn't pay for them. I did.
BS. Now they want me to be grown and the insurance don't cover. I ain't got time for that.
Somebody's bitter.
Yes. I'm calling my daddy when we get off of here.
Oh shoot. It's funny because Effie and Tariq are outside having a conversation about everything that, they just experienced in class. Effie came from nothing. She was basically letting him know she got a number. At the end of it all, she wants to go to graduate school and have an actual career. She is not in this to be no daggone, drug dealer. Tariq, on the other hand, who was afforded all the privilege and has found his Black ass at the front of the line, wants to dream about how he's going to be the biggest drug dealer of them all because he's smarter than his father.
He is mama child.
So then, does the privilege benefit you in the long run or no? I mean,
it do because his Black tail go to jail and get out.
He can afford to get out.
It's still in there.
Yeah.
The power wouldn't have went this far.
Nah, I would have been going and I could have held out to episode 3 maybe. Because if I'm not in jail, I'm going to be dead just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Effie has a moment since they're bonding and she, for that brief moment, was about to tell Tariq the truth, but then his phone rang, he got distracted, he had to leave, and she had to pause on confessing to him. I don't know, like, I don't believe she's gonna get a chance to confess. I think Kane is a punk and he gonna spill it before she do. Because she got not but a couple more times to turn him down and play him like that before he starts acting like the bitter asshole that niggas be acting like.
Yep.
He ain't just gonna be keeping her secret. Poppy back at the school because he got another load for Diana to Woo wee, Diana, they just threw you out of the family meeting, wouldn't let you come to the memorial and then show up at your school with a brick.
So you got
everything she said, I take it back, Diana. When they said you was last week when we was trying to figure out, but Diana, I still gonna say you gotta take some responsibility for why you found yourself in this situation. They didn't just throw you out. Like you did give them a little reason.
You did
and,
that.
And not for nothing. Monet has a reason to be mad. I'm gonna give her that. Poppy has no reason to be setting his daughter up to get in trouble like that. You're supposed to be protecting the princess from any of that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's man mentality to have your boys out there, but you're supposed to not have your girl out there like that. And why are you doing it? So you don't get in trouble?
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to be doing it.
That's exactly why he does.
He's a low down dirty, you know what. Monet is at Davis's office bitching about Whitman. She tired of him. She tired of every time she look at her security cameras, there he is. She down to the bar. Everywhere she is, he is. And she wants something to be done about it. And Davis is like, okay, we, following the protocol, like he's on suspension, we're keeping a log. That's not good enough. And we need to figure out something else. So they come up with a plan. And Monet put a spin on it. Davis thought it would be a good idea to have Diana go talk to him, tell him a story that's not true, just to throw him off track. The fact that Monet and Diana are beefing, is going to work in her favor. And Diana doesn't have any, track record as far as in the system goes. So that's the plan. And then Monet decided, and while he's meeting with Diana, you're gonna have somebody break into his house and get the files that he's got on me, because I know he got files. He's on suspension, so they're not at the police station, so they got to be at his house. And we know from Brian over there at BMF that you do be taking the work home with you sometimes. You skip straight past the evidence room and such and go ahead straight to,
He was like, well, that wasn't the plan. I didn't say that part.
He said he didn't hold on to it long because, as a matter of fact, he do know some dudes is down with the B&E, so he could go ahead and send them over there. Mm-hmm. And you need a lawyer like Davis in your life. How much is his retainer?
I need Davis in my life anyway.
Slow down. I don't be over there looking at Da Vinci now. My name ain't Lala.
That helpful.
Did you see Da Vinci down to the high school over on All American?
No, because I gotta watch it. I ain't watched it. You said, did he make you feel uncomfortable over there with them children?
I was like, no, Terry.
Oh, goodness.
So, yeah. So while Diana's meeting with Whitman, Davis is gonna send his boys over there and snatch up that file that he has on Monet, that, we assume that that's where it is. So they want Diana to lie and send him a fake alibi. I thought she was kicked out. She's kicked out of the family. Now we need her. Bring her back in. Call Diana. Uncle Lucas. I'm always going to say Uncle Louis because it's just natural.
Right.
Uncle Lucas is meeting with RSJ, and he's doing that thing that white people do, be saying stupid shit, thinking they're saying something, cool, like telling this man he's the black Elon Musk. Nobody wants to hear that. No, I'm not.
That's such an insult.
He also called Tariq over there. I mean, yeah, he set him straight. RSJ set him straight. He was like, Elon Musk, didn't he get his money from his father? The money that,
Girl, 'cause I watched
came
that
from the
documentary and
apartheid.
I was like, this whole family damn sick.
Elon Musk.
That whole family, his daddy and them and all of that, and it's too much. And
You
he's
know who he sound like a little bit?
oh
Michael Darby over there in Africa.
yeah, yeah.
Now Michael Darby has sons, so we don't know like how that's gonna play out. So we'll see. Anyway,
Elon
back
Musk
to
was with his wife and then got with the daughter. I mean,
they,
not the daddy. The daddy
the
was with the
daddy,
wife and then got
yeah,
with the daughter. It was just, oh, they was all
they
sick.
billionaire crazy, billionaire sick. Um, so yeah, Lucas then called Tariq to come over there because we need Tariq to sit there in order to woo this man into working with us.
I feel like that's how they do.
They do.
Yeah.
When you work with somebody, I remember in high school, there was me and there was this dude, this black guy, and his name was Gerald. I feel like Gerald was real cool, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like me and him could have actually been more cool than we actually were, but they kept trying to make it a thing because you're the black girl and he's the black guy, so y'all can, get together. And we was like,
No.
no, that's not what it is. But anyway, that's what they do. So RSJ pretty much was like, yeah, nah, I don't think so. Not at this time, thank you. And Lucas was all confused as to why, the offensive shit that came out of his mouth. What happened? I thought I was doing a good job. And Tariq was like, I think you went down the wrong road. Like, the way you were trying to appeal to him, homie, wasn't real appealing. So,
Right.
So he threw a whole white boy tantrum, and told Tariq that if you don't convince this dude to do business with us, then that's your internship. Now, I don't know why
And that's
you
what I'm
think,
talking about. Then y'all go straight to that. So is you down or
no,
not?
you're not. No.
So now,
He
so
said
that
that in the
ain't work. You pulled
beginning.
out that white card, the boss card. Do
He
what I
said it in the
say,
very
black
beginning
boy.
that, what did he say? Inclusion is in. It's all for good business. He don't give a damn about Tariq, but it looks good to have a black face within the company. And Kiki was over there spreading it wide and laying it low with all the interns in the office. And so we don't need her no more.
Being the jungle bunny they wanted her to be.
Well, not only that, she's a woman. So she won't never be sitting at that table with them. They want you to go get that coffee. That's it. With 2 sugars and a secret compartment at the bottom. So Monet goes to visit Diana to let her know that, hey girl, sorry about the other day, but I need you to do me a favor.
That was so fake. Hey girl, hey.
This cop won't leave me alone, and I need you to, do this thing for me. And Diana was like, I mean, the other day you were so mean. I can't even believe you're here now asking me to do you a favor. It's not like because you wanted to come like apologize or anything, but you're over here asking me to do you a favor. And do you know how bad you hurt me the other day?
She like, girl, you know what it is.
He said, Monet said, sorry. Damn, Gina, are you happy now?
Oh, shoot.
And, Diana was like, yes, I'm happy. That's all I wanted. So that was all the apology she needed, and plans, moving, steaming right along with it. Drew over there, I guess, I don't know why Gordo was even there, but Frank's son Gordo was over there. Drew all up in the boy's face trying to make a move on him. Gordo shot him down, but, he said we cousins, we play cousins. I guess, child. But I remember back how Drew looked at him like, oh, you look different. Like now.
I knew it was gonna happen.
I didn't see it. That one got right by me. Drew was telling him he need to figure out. Look at her.
She sees something, child. That's why I try to grab her.
Drew wants to find out like how he can move these pawpaws because he feels like if he does that, then that will show his dad that he really should be the leader of the family. I don't know. He didn't want to be the leader before, but now all of a sudden
He goes
feels
back
like
and forth.
he wants to get this respect.
Yeah.
After he tried to make a move on this nigga sitting on the couch next to him. This is the reason why they don't, because you can't focus. Gordo said he knows a guy that buys guns, pows.
Pow, pow.
But he's a racist, so there's that. So I mean, we're gonna be like supplying the militia. Don't worry about it though. If you really need to move them, like, what do you want? You want to move this thing or not? And Drew say, might as well do it because what other option do I have? Plus, like I said, we'll have this newfound respect that I somehow lost along the way. Then here come Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They walk in the door and now they sitting on the couch and got to jump up all suspiciously. That where you jump off the sofa when you're sitting too close to a boy and your mama come in the house.
Right. Yeah. And they didn't notice it.
They didn't notice that because that's what happened.
Because they jumped real high.
And we know that Drew is not to be messed with. You get too close to him, and then the next thing you know, you're going to Pound Town. I don't know what that boy be telling him, but he be knocking him down. Tane, is that what it is? You jealous because Drew be over here getting all the loving and you be getting shot down on a regular basis?
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to figure out how to sell the ammo, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And Drew was like, I got this. We got to connect to some white boys. And so, easy peasy. We're going to do this. But they're racist. So we're going to need a white boy to make this happen. Say word. We got a white boy.
We got a light boy. Say less.
We're going to do it.
Got that. He ain't going to shoot him, but...
he doesn't have to. He just needs to show up and be white, apparently. Tariq goes to visit Tate to get some advice on how he should handle RSJ because he's like, what in the world am I supposed to say to a billionaire? And Tate is like, well, he sees something in you for him to even consider the meeting. So you need to figure out what it is and make that shit happen. I don't know, for some reason I low-key like the relationship between Tate and Tariq. I wouldn't trust them, but I still like it's entertaining to me for some reason. When Tate is like, and right now, like, I gotta go handle some business down to the police department, and you can go ahead and donate $5,000 to my campaign.
He just he shouldn't have pulled up in that dang.
I was just getting ready to say. Tariq said he ain't got it. And unfortunately, Tariq, since now you rolling like that, you don't look like you ain't got it. You look like you got it. And Tate said they was over there asking about you. That's what the DA and them was over there doing. Now, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and run me my money. Bitcoin through the campaign. See, I was like, so he getting that money, like, and I will donate probably what I feel like donating to this campaign. But on the other side, I'll have me a little something. Just in case. That's that just in case money. So Tariq, run me my check. What Miss Diane said, Tiny's mama, get them checks.
Get them checks.
So Miss Diana meets with no, not Miss Diana, the DA.
Yeah, Miss Diana. Shit, yeah.
The DA lady. DA lady meets with Sachs to deliver the paperwork on Davis's brother. So for that little photo, he finally got what he wanted out of her. Little bit. His phone keeps ringing, and her phone keeps ringing, and he gonna ask her, like, he thinks she got a slide. Like, what's up? Are you seeing somebody else? She hates you. She hates you, Sachs. She really doesn't like you at all.
She's just using you.
She's just using you. And, then she'll be done. They're so like, ugh, anyway. So she, just in order to like get him off of her like that, she goes ahead and introduces him to Bianca. So now him and Bianca have a little, thing. They hate each other, but for her, she like feels like Davis feels like she letting him in on a little bit of her business. And they go back and forth, but at the end of the day, they do have a common goal to get Monet and St. Patrick and all of these people. I don't think Davis knows what his goal is anymore. He's turned back into the DA though, like he's on, he's the police.
You're talking about sex.
To be the popo.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Lauren is blowing up Lady DA's phone. Why? Because she out there in the country with no Wi-Fi. And if I was out there with no Wi-Fi, then something ain't going. We not doing that. Now I can't just be out here in the wilderness by myself with no Wi-Fi. What am I supposed to be watching? Nothing.
That's horrible. She can't even play Candy Crush.
She can't do nothing. She might can play Candy Crush, but it's gonna be stuck.
You gotta be logged in, don't you?
I don't know, child. But that's
You gonna lose your board.
She better get that girl some Wi-Fi. Lady D goes over there. She shows Lauren pictures of Effie and Tariq posted up in the hallway. I'm like, dang, they got pictures in the school, but y'all have pictures of the coffee warehouse? Okay. That made her mad, of course, for her to see them like out there living their best life, thinking, she ain't there. She don't know who's in on it or what. So now she's spilling tea. Who does she see at the school? She's seen Monet talking to Tariq. Tariq was acting a little nervous. And
that's why I ain't like her in the first place.
Never liked her. She's seen you can't be living that life and then try to get with you a goody two shoes. Same thing with Drew. Like
right.
But he's not about that life. And it's not his fault. I don't blame him to be like seems like every time we hang out, somebody gets shot and I'm just gonna pass on that. I play basketball. This ain't what I do. Same thing with Lauren. I don't know why Tariq was over here trying to get him a good girlfriend. At the end of the day, Diana would have been a better choice than Lauren because she in the game.
Exactly.
So, in mentioning Diana, Lauren says she saw Diana on the roof. Now, what's on the roof? I don't know. We're going to have to put some surveillance up there too. So Miss Effie that decided it would be a good idea to keep running businesses through them daggone lockers that they already got busted out of.
That was stupid. That was just dumb.
Hope you find out about them surveillance cameras before you do something dumb, stupid. Lorenzo is tired of taking orders from Kane. He said he is done with it. That's it. I'm not doing it no more. And Kane was like, all right, well then tell Monet what you did. And you don't have to listen to me anymore. Bitch made again, had to sit his ass down. He fussing at Kane, and Kane stood up and had to remind him, I am not a baby. I am not a child. I'm a grown-ass man. And you don't tell me what to do. So if you want to be free, tell Monet what you did. Otherwise, do what I tell you to do. And what did Lorenzo do? Set his ass down, because that's what he do. I'm so disappointed. And they can lock him back up, but I think I've changed my mind. We need to take him out. Diana is in her dorm room in the bed with that skinny TA. Who came up with this?
I don't know. I didn't like it. I was just like out the blue. He gave her a couple of, well, first of all, he been nosy the whole damn time.
There was no lead up to this. You're in the bed with some dude that told you he Googled your daddy, and now he got you a job at the bookstore. I feel like you could have did that without his help.
Right.
You good?
I'm sorry. It's a whole fight going on over here. Get up.
They didn't give us no kind of build-up. They didn't give us like they went straight to she met him on Tuesday, Wednesday, we played a game.
Hey.
We had. They already in bed, and I want TA to keep his clothes on. It was No, thank you, TA. Then he gonna turn around and tell her she needs to distance herself from her family.
That's what
Shut
I'm
up, you
talking
niggas.
about. You don't even know nothing about her family. You nosy. So I'm
I
like,
mean,
is you sleeping with her to get the tea? What is we doing? It's all sounds suspicious.
let's be clear. You're not wrong. She should. But at the end of the day, we don't know you, new guy.
Right.
Why is you out here telling somebody this stuff? When has that ever been good advice for somebody you don't even know? Your dad comes around a lot. You need to like,
It's
nigga,
very suspicious.
just put a shirt on and go back to the bookstore because I don't want to hear it anymore. And how old is he?
Too old to be messing. Well, no, I can't say too old for her, cause
I just wish it was somebody different. I wish it was not that. Anyway. Diana goes ahead and meets up with Whitman. He's trying to get info on Monet, and she's like, I ain't come here for all of that. She did tell him that Monet told her, she told me to come here and lie to you. And that excited the hell out of him.
and I was
Now
just
he acting
like,
real thirsty.
I was like, is she? Nah, I don't know.
I couldn't tell based on the way things started. I was like, she might be real pissed off that they threw her out the family. Now they keep,
Yeah, I was like,
So
is
I was
she?
like, she might. I mean, you can't tell with her because she always been off on her decision making.
Right.
She told him that he could find a second set of books over at the house. That Monique and they keep it in the nightstand next to the bed. And he like, go get them. You got to bring them to me. She was like, I've been kicked out of the family, so I'm not allowed over there. But I will tell you, she like, can't you get a search warrant? And go get it. And he's like, well, I'm kind of
Same predicament
suspended.
you're in. I've been kicked out too.
I've been kicked out too, so I'm gonna have to do it myself. And so she told him, like, okay, so I'll tell you when to come to the house. She told him where the key is, and you gotta look out for the security. So he got this. He know where the key is. He know how to handle the security camera, and she told him where the books is. So he good to go. He ready to go do this. Kane and Lorenzo meet up with Braden, and Braden is besides himself to meet Lorenzo. He's so excited to meet Tahada. I don't know why.
Because they built up this dang reputation about
I'm saying
Tahada.
he must be a legend out here in these streets
Yeah.
because he was like, oh my God. They meet up to do the job. So in true fashion, Kane has got his white boy on deck and tells Drew your services are no longer needed. Drew set the whole deal up and gets cut out of the deal because Kane needs to be doing things the Kane way. Apparently, one of these Klansmen over here that's getting ready to purchase the guns is a CI. And he had already snitched. He had already snitched before the deal even go down. He done told the Popo like about how Gordo is supposed to be hooking him up with a pop-out dealer. And so they're ready. They got surveillance on it and they are ready to, bring these people down. Now, not so much our squad over here, because our squad don't have Franks and them's boys on their radar. But apparently over there in the city where they stand, the cops is already on top of them too.
Ain't like that over here. But yeah.
So now they gotta, connect to some, within the police department. Tariq, RSJ, and Lucas meet up again. And this time Tariq is doing the talking. And Uncle Lou is gonna be cut straight out the deal before long. But Tariq offered up one of his properties to RSJ in order to do business with them, and it worked. He decided that everything is a go. He also keeps on bringing up ghosts. Like this RSJ is very fascinated with James St.
He is,
Patrick because
isn't he?
he's mentioned him a few times now.
Mm-hmm.
Tariq keeps blowing past that because Tariq is on some I'm smarter and better than my dad. But again, Ghost is a legend too, Tariq.
This ain't one of Ghost kids. We don't know nothing about, is it?
He ain't young enough to be a ghost child. Would Ghost have a kid that
Okay.
old?
Ghost got brother?
No, that's a
My
possibility.
nephew?
Something.
Yeah, he too interested in ghosts. I'm like, what
He's
is
real interested. And Tariq, like what?
it?
I'm sorry, y'all, but I looked up and seen Sissy looking like that. Like,
She ready to, y'all don't know. She just got done fighting. That's why I had to pick her back up. She on
in the
attack mode.
story.
She is
I
on ready.
said Ghost, and she calmed the fuck down. It was like Ghost.
Right.
I watched that. So Braden makes the drop. Everything goes smooth, pretty much. CI running around there sneaking pics of Braden. He tried to get some little information on Braden. Braden, like, I ain't got came here to like tell you my name or none of that. We came to get this done. So let's do this. And he was like, now I will help you move these boxes, but I got a bad back, so I ain't gonna be able to do that either. So y'all get this stuff on out of here. And in the meantime, like I said, CI is taking pictures of his car and taking pictures of his, him, over in the corner. We don't know where those pictures are going to get sent to. Probably the police. Anyway, Braden drops the cash off with Tejada and Kane, and they kick him out. Probably the best decision that was, made that day. Good call, Kane.
I was
Kane
like, he the only one finna get away.
every time. Every
Yep.
time. Lorenzo wants to leave too. He's feeling very, how you had a hair on the back of your neck? I think Lorenzo was getting that feeling that's like, this was just way too easy. Something we need to bounce. But Kane is in charge and he's not letting anybody give him orders. And so he wants to stay there and count the money. And I don't understand, why do you need to stay there and count the money? What's going to happen if it's short? Are you going to call this nigga up and be like, where's my other, money?
Right. Who do
Just
that?
go. Just go. So now they're sitting ducks in this hotel room and it's a full-on ambush. At this point, the Klan has showed up. They got pickup trucks and sawed off things and all kinds of stuff. And, it's a whole showdown at the motel. Out of nowhere, Gordo and Drew show up like the Dukes of Hazzard. So,
Didn't that same thing like Bad Boys when they was
yeah. And my note says Drew and Gordo saved the day James Bond style. That's what it was. They like rolled up, car slid across in the circle, and yeah, it was a situation.
Yeah.
The A team wins. It's a victory over the Klansmen. I don't know where that CI is, and I don't know where that camera is, but that's gonna be a problem at some point. Drew, Gordo finds out that he been hit, so they got to go because he been hit, and Drew got to take care of his mans. So he over to the car. I don't know where they went to go park at, but he got a first aid kit, and he over here, nursing the wounds of Gordo, and that somehow ended up in a kiss. Now, Gordo, I thought you said you don't mix business with pleasure, but
God. Because this boy is so mesmerizing.
You didn't let Drew put the 1-2 on you, and I'm gonna tell you right now, we've seen how Drew get down, Gordo, and you're gonna be bent over something. So I'm hoping you're okay with being on the bottom, because that's how Drew gets down. Kane and Lorenzo are in the car, and they're bonding over how Lorenzo saved Kane's life. So family first, and all's well with Tejada and Kane. See how a shootout will bring you together?
Want it though.
Yeah.
I would think so.
It warmed my heart.
Yeah.
So Whitman's dumb ass is breaking into Tejada's house. Now he don't, for whatever reason, believed everything this girl said. He's sneaking around in the bushes, got the key, got the little laser, did whatever he did to the security camera. He walking through the dining room, checking out the china cabinet, came around that corner, and there stood Diana at the bottom of the stairs. And he's like, oh, what do you do? You ain't supposed to be here. And she's like, 911. Somebody is intruding in my house. And he's like, oh, no. So he turned around, and there's Monet. Clack, clack. She ready. She got the pow already in her hand. And, he's pretty much like, you can't do this because I'm a police and pow. He's gone. I can't say I'm good. Good. It's just, it's just, he was getting on my nerves. So somebody got to do it. Monet did it. Then she tells Diana to punch her. So, it looks like there was a struggle.
She was probably good with that. Real good.
I mean, come on. Well, the cops are there. They're explaining what happened. Davis comes in like, this, nobody told you to do this. This was not how this thing was supposed to go down. Davis, you've been working with Monet long enough to know that whatever plans you got, she got some other plans. Because even Diana was like, you said he was going to jail. You did not say you was going to take him out. And Monet is like, that's why I ain't tell you all the plans, because I knew you wouldn't have came up here had I told you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Davis came with the paperwork. Monet asked for it, and he was like, I'm not about to hand you any of that right here. You're gonna have to go down to the station and get questioned about how this policeman ended up unalived at your house. Ciao. To be continued. Effie over there feeling guilty. She wants to tell Tariq about what happened with Lauren, but she just can't do it. So she laying in the bed staring at him, trying to figure out how she gonna tell him, and she just can't. So she texts Kane and was like, you see how he perked up when he got that text from her?
Yeah, child, Kane got a big crush.
He got a big crush. That's why I know she ain't gonna be able to keep playing him like that, because the opposite of love is hate. And that part, when the love turn like that, it gets nasty. And Kane has no soul, basically. He don't care.
You could do your daddy like that, sure.
Anyway, so she texts Kane and asks him, like, she can't do it, so please don't say nothing. And he, of course, agreed not to say nothing. I don't know. That means nothing to me. I don't believe it. Cop Bianca gets over to the crime scene and finds out that the CI got shot. So, like I said, there's got to be more to that. We know that this CI was out here taking pictures, and once they get the pictures, they're gonna see that Brayton was the one that he was out here meeting. So,
dang.
Perhaps they should have got a different white boy. Perhaps that's not the white boy they should use when it's time to, get a white boy to do stuff for you.
It happens every time.
You need an unfamiliar white boy, not one that's affiliated with the gang. I'm just saying. So Monet got these papers from Davis, and she found out that Lorenzo, partial prints from Lorenzo Tejada, was at the crime scene. Lorenzo, you was over there with no gloves on, putting your hands on things like.
Lorenzo was stupid.
You over there getting identified by the pilot. Like, everybody can put you there. Everybody seen you with the busted tail light and the fingerprints down over at the crime scene. She called Davis and was like, did you read these paperwork you sent over here? And Davis was like, a little bit. I glanced over a little bit.
Right.
I got a little distracted the point at which I found out that there was a dead cop at your house.
That part.
Couldn't finish my reading. While she was talking to Davis, then she hangs up with him. Lorenzo slides in there. He giving her a hug because he loves her so much, and I love you too, Lorenzo. And so now, the episode ends with those two in an embrace and her looking over his shoulder like, hold up. I need more information. We gotta do away with him. And the thing is, good thing he made up with Kane what he did, or you will be out. But we know Monet she is not hesitant at all to handle business on her own. She don't need Kane, because I feel like she got about as many bodies as he do.
He gonna be gone.
Good, because he's not serving any type of purpose.
I don't know why we were scared of him in the first place. That's what I keep going back to. Y'all built him up.
He was more powerful, I feel like, when he was inside. When he was inside, he was giving all kind of orders. Now he's just wow.
too much.
All right, y'all. Well, that's it. That's all. Is D coming?
D, you gonna close us
Okay.
out? Go get all the kisses.
Hello, sir.
Tell them what to do.
Smack them the buns is got the channel.
All right,
Bye,
y'all.
y'all.
See you in the next one.